Occurred, July 27, 2021, 23:58. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, fireball. Duration, 2 minutes. Characteristics, there were lights on the object, there was an aura or haze around the object emitted beams, the object changed color. First possible sighting of UFO. It began to move toward me. I left work later in the night and decided to spend some downtime in a park's empty parking lot. Close to the time I was about to leave, I noticed a ball of reddish-orange light that seemed to be 1 or 2 neighborhoods away. It was hard to tell what it was because there was no definite shape at first. I also don't recall how long it had been there, seeing as I had been staring at the sky and my phone for 20 minutes at that point. It looked too big to be a star and didn't move at all. I took a short video to catch it at 11:58 p.m. Suddenly, it began to lift vertically into the sky very slowly. Too slowly to catch on camera with shaky hands, but visible to me. I took another short video, but again the camera wasn't good enough. I was trying to be rational, but a kinda stubby beam the same color seemed to protrude out very slightly from the bottom. It wasn't the long white beam I thought I'd see in my first encounter, but it was apparent. The object continued to rise into the sky. I had music playing on my phone at less than half volume, so I could still hear a pen drop. No sound was ever heard during any of this encounter. It was silent. Then lights began to blink, about 4 green vertical rectangular lights on the right side, and 4 red ones on the left. I took a third and final video of the blinking lights, which only appear slightly in my video at 12 a.m. When I zoom into the video, it looks similar a sun with 5-6 hoops moving around it like an atom. At that point it was a lot higher in the sky and began moving toward me at a rate that continues to send chills down my back hours later. I could tell it was fast because the size of the object increased in less than seconds. I immediately started my car, reversed, and sped off. As I was speeding off, I FaceTimed my friend to explain what was happening as quickly as I could. When I was turning out of the park, I took a quick glance, but nothing. The sky was empty. The encounter felt like forever. When I looked at the timestamps, I really couldn't believe it was only about 2 minutes. I've never been so shaken up by anything before.
Occurred, the 6th of September 2021, 10:26. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, cylinder. Duration, 30 seconds. Characteristics, there were lights on the object. Former law enforcement officer reported slender black cigar-shaped object with 7 lights. Observer had spotted an unknown object. Witness was a retired Marion County and State Capitol police officer, and at the time of the sighting, an Uber driver. Report as follows. Beech Grove, Indianapolis. Retired police officer was sitting at the corner of Thompson Road and Emerson Avenue in the old Kmart parking lot. He was in his car facing west when he looked up and saw a black cigar-shaped craft with 7 round white lights on the trailing edge of the object, which was silent. He estimated the craft was 1,800 to 2,000 feet high, similar to low-flying helicopters. From witness's vantage point inside his vehicle, he estimated the object to be around 1/2 mile, 2,640 feet, away. When looking at it with his arm outstretched, eye to thumb tip of around 25 to 30 inches, he noted it was 45-degree angle up and about the size of 3 to 4 of his thumbnails, which is approximately 3-3 to half an inch. This indicates a large craft estimated to be about 300 feet wide, which would make the 7 Li GHTS on trailing edge about 15 feet across. Object moved from NA to SW and disappeared out of sight as he drove off to pick up a customer. He stated he had seen this exact same craft in August 2021 about 8 to 10 miles west of this location near his home.
Occurred, the 11th of November 2021, 2200. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, 2 o'clock. Characteristics, there were lights on the object, there was an aura or haze around the object, small cloud traveling faster than other clouds in the area's sky. Suddenly dropping out of the cloud and speeding east. This is my second sighting with the triangle. The first sighting was exacting 1 year prior, again in November of 2020. I did not have a picture but was able to sketch both sightings. The 2020 sighting had a cockpit with a visible pilot. I wanted to report these sightings because of national security.
Occurred February 28, 2022, 1600. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, duration: 2 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object traveling east to west, approximately half-mile apart. Traveling east to west, 2 tic-tac shaped UFOs approximately half-mile apart. Moving at a fast speed, but on direct line. Noticed 2 large lights or light motors from my vantage point on first vehicle. Noticing many aircraft military traveling all directions for last few months. Reported in 2020, a large conglomerate of ships traveling north to south, approximately 60 craft.
Occurred the 3rd of February 2022, 1819. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, cone. Duration: 7 minutes. Characteristics: there was an aura or haze around the object. The object made a sound, heard a high-pitched ringing, and turned around to see a shiny, silver spacecraft. Was out for a walk after a long day. Started hearing an extremely high-pitched and continuous sound. Thought it might be from my migraine, but it wouldn't go away, and seemed like it was coming from above, behind me. I finally turned around after 4/5 of a minute and saw a silver spacecraft, big enough to recognize as a spaceship of some sort, but still far away. It had this strange silvery haze around it as well, that was almost beautiful. I was frozen there for a few minutes, and unfortunately didn't think to get video evidence. I was still confused and kind of scared, so decided to just go home and get some sleep. Sorry if it seems like a stupid thing to do, but I was very tired and wasn't 100% that I was seeing what I thought I was. Though now I am sure of what I saw. About to turn in early for the night, but wanted to get this off my chest first. Thank you for listening. If I see the spacecraft again, I will submit another report.
Occurred the 8th of June 2022, 2030. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, circle. Duration: 2 minutes. Circular black object with 2 protrusions floating just under the cloud line while fishing with my 5-year-old son at our house. My son pointed out an object just above us, floating just under the cloud line. It was all black, somewhat circular, with 2 protrusions coming out of the front. It was clearly not an airplane, air balloon, or any typical object seen in the sky. I attempted to capture it with my phone, and oddly my camera app would not load, and then it disappeared.
Occurred August 19, 2022, 5:50. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, light. Duration: unsure. A couple seconds I saw a strange light that seemed to stretch in length before disappearing. While driving this morning, I noticed a strange, pastel yellow light in the sky. I noticed it because it was a shade of yellow that was distinct from everything in the skyline. As I saw this, I was going westbound on 465 in Indianapolis on the north side just before the north split to Meridian, US 31. The light appeared to elongate or stretch out away from the point of origin before snapping to the new point and collapsing back to its original size. It then disappeared. There was only one source of light, it moved in a linear fashion, and it stayed the same color. Did not appear to change color or have an aura-like appearance.
Occurred February 15, 2023, 10:46. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, disk. Duration: 20 to 30 seconds. Characteristics: there were aircraft in the vicinity or aircraft chasing the object. I walked out of the school and was watching a plane and noticed something smaller fly past it heading the opposite direction. I had just walked out of the school when I saw an airplane and stopped to view it. Then I noticed a smaller object fly past it, heading the opposite direction. I could see the wings, fins of the plane but not the other object, so I took a picture and second picture on accident. I was trying to record but wasn't able to in time as it flew past and my school building blocked it. I reviewed the photos and zoomed in on them further only to see it was a disc without any kind of wings or fins. It seemed gray and it was over a clear blue sky. Even stranger is that in the second picture I took I noted it seemed the width had decreased and wasn't as slim. Could be the angle. I'm not sure.
Occurred, the 10th of May 2023 12 o'clock location, Indianapolis, Indiana shape, unknown duration. Less than 5 minutes I viewed alien face human like last week I left a message about seeing the craft at Behavioral Health Hospital. The face that visible is slightly confusing for me to describe. How much it looked human except their hair was wildly different. Hair like characters in Avatar movie. Shoulder length. Face tone and skin tone is a secret.